Well, you know, these are pretty troubling times we live in right now, and I know many of my friends and family are facing life-changing decisions because of the economy. They're either being downsized or forced to stay in a job that they absolutely hate, and you may even be in this situation yourself. Well, our next guest says you don't have to live in a miserable life or job situation, and Dr. William Kriva should know. He left a job he hated for a career he loves, and though it wasn't easy, Dr. Kriva realized through his pain that it is indeed possible. He has written a book called Let Your Innate Sing. Dr. Kriva joins us this morning as part of our book author series. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Can I start off by telling you how much I love the title of the book, Let Your Innate Sing, and the little rainbow socks and the whole 9 yards?
I'm glad you like it.
I do. So tell me about the title.
Basically, the title summarizes what the book is all about, and that is that each of us has a little inner voice inside of us that can help us determine the best path for us in life. And when we're making decisions that are on the right path, that inner voice just lights up. It fills us with warmth. It's almost as if we're singing inside. And the idea behind the book is figuring out how to listen to that voice and follow that path to the life of your dreams.
Well, you know, it's interesting because when you were working as an engineer, you weren't singing, you were crying inside because it was a job that you absolutely hated. But you did it for what, 12 years or something like that?
Yes, I did.
And you said almost from day one that you wanted out. So quite simply, you know, you were in pain. But what you and I talked about, you know, before this interview is you said pain is actually a good thing. Pain
actually is a good thing. And as a doctor, we know that pain is a warning sign that there's a problem physically. And once we get the warning sign, we know we need to do something to correct the problem or fix the problem. Same thing in life. If you have pain in life, it's a warning sign that there's a problem and there's a need to do something different to make a change. And in my particular case, I did experience that pain over the course of 12 years working as an engineer. And I didn't want to listen to that inner voice. I didn't want to hear what that innate had to say. And I was being trapped at that point in time.
So what is innate intelligence and how can we tap into it?
Innate intelligence is that quiet voice that we hear. And it's very, very subtle. And we live in a very loud society right now. There's a lot of background noise. But it's a quiet inner voice that we can use as a guide. And the key is the ability to sit and listen to what that voice has to say. I talk about this in the book a little bit. When you're trying to listen to your innate, a couple years ago we lost the power in our house. And there's all kinds of background noise when the power is on. We've got the television on, the radio on, the lights even hum. And when that's gone, that noise is gone. And I was sitting there in the dark with the power off, and all of a sudden I heard drip, drip, drip on the faucet in our kitchen. And I didn't know it was there. And it wasn't until the background noise went away that I knew that that faucet was dripping. And innate intelligence is exactly the same thing. We have to get rid of the background noise so that we can listen for that quiet voice.
You know, I have to tell you, visualization really has worked for me in my own personal life, but I know a lot of people are skeptical about that. Explain to our viewers very quickly about how visualization really can bring about something good.
It really can. One of the things that I talk about in the book is taking this time every single day, making it a habit to get away from the rat race, the noise, the background noise, find a quiet place and sit 15 to 20 minutes and listen to that voice. And in the process, visualize, think about what you're trying to accomplish in your life and where you're trying to go. And in the process of doing that, when you get good at listening to your innate, you get these flashes of insight. And when the flashes come through, and you know it's the right thing, you start to sing inside. You can feel that come through.
Well, some fundamental principles, doctor, that people can take home today. Let's outline them real quickly.
Very good. First of all, have to recognize that pain is a good thing.
All right.
Pain says that you need to make a change. It's time to do something different with your life. Second, when we analyze making a major life decision, whether it's changing careers or making a life change, we have two different ways of analyzing it. Number one is with this thing, our thinking brain. Here we deal with facts, we think logically, we analyze all the different information and try and make heads or tails out of it. But when we get to the decision point, we also have to turn that to our innate intelligence. And when you turn it to the innate will give you guidance as to whether this is the right decision or the wrong decision. So we've got to use both of those. Then the next thing is when it's time to make the decision, you can't let fear stop you.
Fear will paralyze you.
I was stuck as an engineer for 12 years because I was afraid to make a change. I didn't want to listen to my innate. And so the big challenge here is figuring out how to get through that fear, work your way through it, And then the last step, most important, is take action. After going through all of that, if you just sit and don't take action, you're not going to accomplish the life of your dreams. You've got to do something in order to get there.
Some great advice. And again, the book is called Let Your Innate Sing. Can you sing?
Not very well.
But your innate can.
My innate sings very well.
That's what's most important. All right. And if you'd like more information about the book, it's called, once again, Let Your Innate Sing. You can go to Dr. Kriva's website. It is Outskirts, OUTSKIRTS, press.com/Let Your Innate Sing.